You have to be certain that the changes that are coming upon you, when it involves losing a lot of yourself, like, well, say for me, I don't want to lose my property or my house. I really don't. I want to gain a better association through a better vibrational frequency. Now, having said this, I would love to explain vibrational frequency and how that we don't appreciate people that can only come to us when we're down. And it sounds so contradictory, right? Because that's when we really need people, right? It's like that's when we want people to come, is of course when we're down, right? Well, but no. No, not if that's the only time you see people. That's very true for me. Very true for me. Very true. And now that I reflect on it, see, I'm an 11. And yeah, we can get all mystical on us. You know, I'm an 11, numerological. So when you read the story of the 11s, the basics, you know, it's very true for me. And I don't tend to take on the lower octave, which is the 2, which is the one broke down and you get 2. No, you don't break down the master numbers unless you do 2, which is the illusion of the other, you see. And I didn't just say that I'm not capable of having a healthy, like a relationship or a friendship with people. No, in fact, that's when we know that we are our unique selves, is because of the kind of people that we bring to us in accordance to our vibrational frequency. No try. And we value that alignment. And it's not like we're needy of each other. We know that we can see each other. You see, I am. See, let alone just being a woman, babes, I keep to myself, and we have to, especially as a woman, you have to be careful of your friends, especially the men friends, right? Not that I ever really had a problem with it, but I would love to tell you my fucking autobiography that says, but actually they have a problem with it. I really don't. I realize that there's a stigma or something, you know, that and I can't dress down enough to have it not stick out. But anymore, I mean, it's been more and more that since nobody can have me, and I get vamped upon anyway, literal vampires come and take from me my energy. This is all my life. See, this is all of my life that I would be able to see. Yeah, there's those people there, and you have to, like, you have to be careful of being a giver because people will take and take and take and take until you have nothing else to give. They don't know when to stop, and so you better know when to stop as a giver, as somebody who puts out. And talk about it, the pun that's there. It's like I would love to let you in on my autobiography of all kinds of things, right? And there's where I'm wishing and I'm hoping that I can organize PayPal. If people are really interested in some subject matter and the way that I can convey it, and even go general. You know, I'm not necessarily coming from my limited perspective or perception. There's some people that can go general, and they just kind of they zoom out and they say, you know, actually, have you noticed you're not the only one here on the planet, and there could be a scenario going on, and it doesn't necessarily have to be the exact same signature. In fact, it will never be. But a frickin', you know, like they say, there's a thousand trillion ways to skin a cat, but to skin a cat is to fucking skin a cat, okay? But I don't even want to talk. I mean, that's probably the wrong thing to even add to what I'm even talking about, which who knows what that is. It's just here I am making videos. Mars is about to make a move into squaring Neptune. And that, when it hits 29 degrees, and I'll recap on what day that is, you want to be careful of gaslighters and people that are just going to lie to you. That's all. Big people, big liars, just to get what they want. See, that's the patch job that a narcissist will do. That they say anything and everything just to get in that same position where they're vamping on you or whatever is going on, whatever kind of narcissist, right? I don't even know anymore. There is so many terminology, and really it's just characterizations, how we can look at it and just ditch narcissism, because that was a name, somebody's name. And then did you ever hear of his counterpart, Echo? Echo. It's a phenomena within just being potentially human here. In case you aren't paying attention, there is the narcissism and echo kind of thing and yes, people start getting hung up on each other. And they get hung up because they think that they can matter more than the truth. And there's the truth about people, and then there's the truth about the truth. And I love to talk about that kind of thing, and that's how freaking alone that I will be. And oh, and boy, am I ultra sensitive to people who come onto my property, into my living room, and are not interested at all in anything, really anything at all. Like, why did you come here? When you're not interested, you can't be interested in anything at all. See, that means that you can't see that maybe something is needed here. Like, why aren't you interested in in having integrity as a human being useful? Or appearing, yeah, to be someone that wants to add value to somebody's life, let alone theirs. Aren't you somebody who is a good friend to somebody else? That's what's going to be a really tough thing for, well, personally, my life. That's what I need, I want. And I know what that is. I know what it is. I've been around too long. I've paid attention too long. I'm an 11 too long. I'm real too long. I didn't just say that I'm incapable of having camaraderie or companionship. No, it's about alignment. If you don't align with somebody, then you're not going to be able to work it out. It's just going to be like an awkward moment until they leave. You get away from each other, you don't maintain an awkward moment. No. It takes too much energy to patch up and create a balance there, when it's like never on balance. You have just fostered up a bunch of shit, and that's happening tenfold with a lot of people. I always wonder, it's like, okay, so but what happened to that woman over there? As far as like see, women get fucked up here. Men do too. Men do too. But see, I'm looking at my side of the organism, and I like, if you knew me, and not that I'm one-sided, but I like holding people up. What I mean is, I like to give them an energetic boost. I want them to hold themselves up, is what I mean, in such a way that maybe they see, what I mean is that, like, to inspire people to be a certain way for themselves, perhaps, that is not so, I was going to say, gluttonous towards thinking that people were the answer. That is when I have experienced it now. It's been 3 years as the worst contagion. And I didn't just say that I sure can't use people. No, what we really mean is what we can really use. What can we use, people? We can use love in our lives, yes. And we don't need a lie. See, this is where a sociopath is stringing a narcissist out like crazy. If a narcissist is highly emotional and swinging and needs people, especially to be loved and attention, you see, a sociopath is going to, first of all, see if that's what's happening with that person and just plays with them all day. It's just fun. Fun, fun, and they can take it or leave it. You can gather that. You gather that, have a nice day. It's just that fake face. Have a nice day. Have a nice day. And it's like, okay. And it's not narcissism to want emotional investment from some people, like, say, to want an emotional response, or say emotional sensitivity, or even any kind of emotions. It's not wrong to have emotions. There are too many people And see, I've been a musician all my life, and it's like, babes, what I'm doing is conveying emotions there. You wouldn't believe it. I mean, the way that you feel when you hear a song, whether it's joy or any kind of depth of something, is like, almost bring tears to your eyes. Well, multiply that by 5,000, because that's what the artist is experiencing making that very piece originally, right in front of your face. And we don't get that much anymore. We really don't. Having said that, are we going to let it die? It's already kind of died throughout the 60s when all the drunk people took over and started doing Woodstock, and it's just the government version of how we should be, when in the background you could bet that there was something real going on that was like, no, I practice herbal medicine. I do play my music, and I am singing Om Mane Padme Hum. I am doing my inner work about my mind. I am kind of getting like more or less conformed man, and it's certainly not that shit over there at Woodstock, and it's certainly not that shit over there in Vietnam. Yep. And so we have to handle. It's like, no, and truthfully, I was born in the kind of in the mid 70s, so believe it or not, I have an echo of a disco ball in my head, and just what is that music, man? It's like electronic. I don't know, babes. Moving on down the line here. So at least I was born in the era and aware of, oh yeah, there were people that were playing their own music by hand. Yep, yep, yep. So anyway, hey, this video is kind of in the name of the Mars transit. You know, I keep us updated on the Mars thing because I'm Martian and I really feel it. And it's like, well, this is interesting. Mars is going to go into Cancer. I'll put this on the. This is like 2 videos a day, I guess. In this shirt, terrible hair because I'm unable to take care of myself right now. I was trying to get that together with Patreon, and then so they put me off until the 8th. They just said, um, well, I don't know why they're making me wait till the 8th, except for that the universe is doing that because uh, I don't have a problem with being patient, babes. I'm having a problem with wasting my life away, uh, especially on technology, and then waiting for other people that they say, well, I can be present, but when I retire, or I can be present when I get this and that done. It's like, no, just be present. Shut up. Wherever you are, start now. Doesn't have anything to do with me. Stop making it pivot on me whether or not you come to your fucking senses, bitch. Thank you. I have my own fucking hell to raise. Now listen to this song. Isn't it beautiful and brilliant? Look at the way that the woman disappears into Paisley, and who knows what the fuck happens after a while. Where did she go, and who are we killing now?